Hello, my name is Dan Fashionbauer, and today I'm going to save you some money on your Spectrum charter bill. Now, I just purchased a Samsung flat panel TV, and it's the third TV in my house. And instead of going to Spectrum Charter and getting another box with a remote for changing channels, which will cost you $7 or so a month, you can do this by just downloading the Spectrum app on your TV and stream from your internet right to your TV. So you do not need to pay $7 a month for an additional box. What Spectrum told me is that you just need one box in your house that you're paying for. The rest of your TVs, if they're all smart TVs, you could install this app and just stream to your TV and not have to pay the additional $7 for each TV that you have in your house. Sounds like a good deal to me. So let's see if we can set this up on our TV. So like I said, I just purchased this Samsung. Here's the remote for it. And if I click right here, which says channel list, it brings this up. And if I push it one more time, it brings up this menu bar at the bottom here. Now I'm going to use the down arrow here, and it doesn't really go down. I mean, I think it's already there. But where we want to go to is, this guy here is highlighted because he's a bigger icon. We want to go over and get to this area here. So we're going to use the left arrow to scroll over there. Now you see that you have an apps button. And if I go one more over, there's a search, there's a source, settings, and notifications. But we're going to go back here to the apps. All right, and then once we get there, we're going to push this button here right in the center of the arrows, and it brings this up. Now I was playing around with this earlier, and so I started to do a search for, and all I did is put in S, and these apps started showing up here. Here's Spectrum TV right there. So I'm going to use the up arrow right here, go up to the apps area, and when you highlight over an app, it gets bigger. And to select it, I'm just going to hit the center button here again in the arrows. And then I'll just hit the center button again right here to install. And then it says right here, Spectrum TV installed. And then I can click the center button here again to open it. Use the right arrow here to mouse over. Make sure agreed is selected, and then hit the center button here. Now I can just use my up and down arrows here on my Samsung remote to change the channels. And now I'm actually streaming over my Wi-Fi to my TV. And I no longer need the Spectrum remote control or the Spectrum box that I have to pay $7 a month for. I can just scroll down through these channels here. So now let's see what happens if we click on channel list again. And on the left hand side there, you can see all the channels showing up. And I can use the up and down arrows and if I want to get out of this, there's a home button right here. It has a picture of a house on it. You can push on that. That brings you back down here to this area. Now I have a little red 1 over here, so I can go over and see what that says. That's notifications. Let's see what that is. And it just tells us that the Spectrum TV app was installed. So I can hit home again. And then if I scroll over on this bottom line here, with the right arrow, I can see all the apps that I currently have installed on this TV. So these are all the current apps down here that are installed on the TV. And if I use the left arrow to come over to the apps, you can see here where the Spectrum was the most recent one installed. Alright, so that's how you would save money on your Spectrum charter bill by using the Spectrum Charter app on your smart TV rather than getting a box from Spectrum and having the separate remote. I hope you found this useful, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.